This is part of resetting the Ghana. Please, those of you who disagree with me, the way is your front. Proceed to court. We are prepared to meet you in the court. Because members of parliament are full-time employees, there is an acceptance and concession in the Constitution that the state will not be in the position to provide all what you need to do your work. And so they gave a window of opportunity for you to still engage in other ways of earning additional income to be able to do your work. And they laid the process of how that should be done. That is all what I'm calling for you to do. The few of you that are aware have submitted the forms. And as you stated, the committee met today. I'm aware of that. I've discussed the matter of the second deputy speaker. I've also discussed this matter with other authorities and lawyers. And we believe this is the best step to take. We are becoming so much co-opted as an arm of government that Parliament is no longer effective.
(2024). Mr. Speaker, I wish to reiterate that the committee's work is ongoing, and I will update this August House on the number of Ghanaian youth affected by the termination of appointments when the validation process is complete. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Minority Leader, supplementary question.
Mr. Speaker, the minister appears to have satisfied his people, so they are cheering him on. Mr. Speaker, they are cheering him on because
Majority.
Because, Mr. Speaker, he says that there is an ongoing...
Honorable Minority Leader, please.
Oh, very well, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Leader.
Mr. Speaker, clearly what he is saying offends the rules. You've asked a question. It has been brilliantly answered. All you need to do is to ask follow-up questions. The reaction of the House should not be a subject matter for your commentary. Just ask your follow-up questions.
Well. Honorable Minority Leader, supplementary question.
Mr. Speaker, I take it from where the majority leader said that the many Ghanaians whose employments have been terminated, for which the minister says they are yet to know the number, he considered it as a brilliant answer when many Ghanaian citizens have been sent home. That is very rich, but let's proceed. Honorable Minister, have you become aware that following the directive, state agencies have issued termination letters to people who were already in their employ?
Yes, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have stated that when the directive was given, the Chief of Staff has set up a committee on behalf of government. Some investigations are being done. We'll first of all want to verify to know the truth of it, how many numbers, and what government can do about it. So it's not like we already have the answers to give right now.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Leader.
The Honorable Minister standing at the dispatch box is telling us that the minister, the chief of staff's letter called for investigation. And that when the investigation is done, they will be able to validate the authenticity or otherwise of such appointment. Mr. Speaker, is he aware that even before the investigation could be completed, citizens who were in the employ of state institutions that are commercial in nature as well as public service institutions
Who is far away from the majority leader? Honorable Asahini, when you were sitting there, were you not guided? Have you finished with the questioning?
Very well. Mr. Speaker, maybe I'll rephrase it. The minister standing in the dispatch box is telling us that there is a committee to investigate and to validate the authenticity or otherwise of those who are already in the employ of one, state institutions that are commercial in nature, public service institutions, and those in the civil service. Now, has he become aware that, as in his own words, the committee is yet to finish its work? Yet, Ghanaians who were in the employ of the institutions mentioned supra have had their appointment terminated, even before the committee could complete its work. Have you become aware?
Yes, Honorable
You are
Minister.
on oath as a minister. Have you become aware?
Mr. Speaker, we are speaking in Parliament, and I'm very aware that you must speak under oaths. So I can speak under oaths when there is credible evidence for me to come here and say, yes, there has been such a situation. But, Mr. Speaker, what he has said reminds me of one of the issues that we are going to tackle to make sure we put a stop to this cyclical dismissal of people which started in 2008 and continued, was terminated, stopped by Professor Mills, continued again by Nanado, and then it is taking a cyclical position. So, Mr. Speaker, with the report that will come, I'm going to be one of the people who will say governments will come, but employees must stay in office. Mr. Speaker, so we are just hoping that eventually when the results come, we'll come here to discuss it. I'll call on the House so we can take a position about it.
Yes, Honorable Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the former deputy leader of this House, and now the minister responsible for labor, employment, and jobs, is telling the people's representatives that he is unaware of any dismissal as a sequel to the letter from the Chief of Staff. The nation has heard him. Now, have you become aware of any petition to your office as a result of actions taken against any employee of the state as a result of the Chief of Staff's letter?
Minister, any petition?
Mr. Speaker, let me just correct an impression he's giving out that I said I'm not aware. I said that I'll speak under oath, I'll speak with evidence, and I will speak when the evidence comes, and I'll present it to this House. I never said yes or no to your question. but I'm not aware, as you have said now.
Yes, Honorable Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the rules are very clear on how we should conduct ourselves. I, as a questioner, am guided by the rules. I believe that in the same spirit, my respected senior, who played a role in building me in this chamber, also has a duty. I ask a direct question. Whether or not you are become aware of any dismissal as a sequel to that letter from the Chief of Staff. And your answer was, you've not become aware. No, I just want clarity. Please, colleagues, Mr. Speaker, just for records, let me repeat it so that you bring clarity to your answer. Honorable Minister, the Chief Whip does not like being heckled. The majority Chief Whip does not like being heckled. Would he be tolerant? Honorable Minister, just for clarity, have you become aware that as a result of the letter from the Chief of Staff, you are a public officer, a Minister of State, have you become aware that as a result of the letter from the Chief of Staff, Ghanaians who were in the employ of one, state institutions that the state has stake in them as for commercial purposes, 2, public service institutions, 3, the mainstream civil service. Have you become aware?
Yes, Honorable Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, what was his original question? His original question, Mr. Speaker, is to ask the Minister for Labour, Jobs and Employment the total number of Ghanaian youth affected. His interest was the total number of Ghanaian youth affected. The Minister said he has instituted an investigation which will provide that information. And if that information is presented to him in a report, he will present to this House. So why are you now asking whether he's aware that somebody has been dismissed or not? The Minister says that what you have asked about, I have instituted an investigation. I'm expecting a report. On the basis of that report, I will respond.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Leader.
Mr. Speaker, bear with me a second. Mr. Speaker, just this afternoon, we were all encouraged to follow the rules. The leader of the House just told us that he has even an electronic copy of the rules book. Mr. Speaker, when a question is asked, as a supplementary question, its admissibility is entirely in your hands.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, it is not, yes, Mr. Speaker, it is never in our rules. No.
But Leader,
Mr. Speaker, it is not for, Mr. Speaker,
Leader,
what the majority leader is doing. Mr. Speaker, the majority leader is leading us. Majority leader is leading us and he should lead us.
Leader.
No, Mr. Speaker, with respect, I would always be guided by precedents. If the new precedence is that a member can rise on a point of order to a question for Mr. Speaker to rule on, let the record reflect.
Leader, I think he's just drawing the entire House attention
doesn't have that right.
to the fact that
to decide.
We brought the minister here to answer specific questions. And the supplementary question should always flow from. So probably he's drawing our attention. So honorable leader, I'll ask you to ask the supplementary question, but it must flow directly from the answer he has given. Because if it's going to be something else, then probably we have to ask the minister to go back and prepare and come back. Because this is a house of records. We don't force him to probably give an answer that will turn out to be false. So you have the floor as supplementary question, but it must flow from the answer he has given.
Mr. Speaker, I want you to set the record straight on this matter. And I'm happy Honorable Muntaka is in this chamber. He won't talk. He won't talk.
Leader, are you addressing me or are you addressing?
Mr. Speaker, I'm addressing you, Mr. Speaker. I want to say that if a certain precedent is being set, I'm not worried. Because one day I will have the chance to use the same precedent.
Yes. So
he should allow you to do your work. He shouldn't chip away your powers.
Very well.
Very well. Mr. Speaker, I'll proceed with the question. Honorable Minister, you have just told this House that you have set up a committee to investigate and validate the authenticity or otherwise of some of these appointment letters. I want to find out from you, in view of the investigation that you are doing, have you become aware of any petition in your office regarding such mass dismissals?
Minister, are you
aware that as a sequel to that, we've had some mass dismissals? That is why you are investigating. Now, in view of the unemployment situation we have, would you, in the interim, direct, that is pending the investigation, let me bring clarity, instead of these innocent Ghanaians sitting at home without any job, would you direct that they get back their jobs pending the validation of their appointment letters? Because, Mr. Speaker, from what you are saying, you are not done yet. However, certain actions have been taken that have rendered them unemployed. Teachers, nurses, and we need teachers in rural communities. We need nurses in rural health facilities, ship compounds, etc. Would you, in the interim, suggest or direct that they are giving back their job pending the final outcome of the investigation?
Honorable Muntaka, you hold on. Minister, just respond to the question.
Hey, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first of all, I don't have the capacity. Secondly, if I had the capacity, I don't have the basis. The basis must be clear from statistical evidence that would have come out from the investigations. Thank you.
Honorable Leader, I'll give you the last slot. You are a leader, that's why I have tolerated. This is the sixth question, supplementary question. So I will.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, Mr. Speaker, don't give. There are daggers out. Don't arm them to.
Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not asking. We withdrew.
Respectfully, I'm.
Very well, Mr. Speaker. Very well. Very well.
Oh, you want to?
Mr. Speaker, no. Don't encourage it, Mr. Speaker. Don't encourage it. Don't encourage it, Mr. Speaker. Don't encourage it. We have to finish this.
Honorable Muntaka, just allow him to ask the last question, please. I beg of you.
He hasn't called you. So you said we should go by the rules. He hasn't called you. Don't put on your mic. He hasn't called you.
Honorable Leader, just ask the question, please.
Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Minister has told this House that until the investigations are over, he wouldn't know the total number of innocent Ghanaians who have been affected by this mass dismissal. he has on record also confirmed that indeed he's become aware of the dismissals. That is why he has set up the committee. What I want the minister to clarify on is whether he will, in view of the state of unemployment in the country, and in view of the fact that we need essential services to be rendered in our rural communities, teachers are needed, nurses are needed, would he recommend that pending the final outcome of the investigation, those who are currently suffering and are at home, they themselves, their dependents, their community will be restored in the interim? Would you recommend?
Yes, Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, I have a lot of issues like that. I don't want to go there. Starting from the last 10 years, 8 years, and they have come forward to say that they had been dismissed for a very long time. They and their parents and their wives and their children suffered for 8 years. And today, Mr. Speaker, no, it's not politics. They suffered for 8 years. Now, if somebody, you are asking whether somebody who has been dismissed for 2 months, excuse me to say, has been dismissed for 2 months, whether it will be taken care of, I will expect that let's do a comprehensive stretch of the matter and help all those people. I'm very open to that. You know, the 2 months who have been left, plus the 8 years who have been left, let's put all together, and I'm willing to go the extra length to support so that we can take care of all of them. Mr. Speaker, it is something we will work together to solve, not just this one alone.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker, I'm done. I want to thank the minister for making an attempt. Mr. Speaker, let me thank him for making an attempt. But the jury is out there. The jury is out there.
Mr. Speaker, when did we have in our standing orders provisions for thanking the minister? When did we incorporate in the standing orders provisions for thanking ministers?
Yes, Chairman for the Economy Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to ask the minister, is he aware that before such mass employment can be given to Ghanaians, it should be backed by financial clearance from the Ministry of Finance? I'm asking him, when you enter the office, have you come across this financial clearance? Have you come...
Do you hear him?
Mr.
Okay.
Speaker, I have not finished. I'm asking him, when he entered the ministry, has he come across this financial clearance with respect to this mass, employment? Thank you.
Very well. Minister.
No, Mr. Speaker, I haven't come across that. Financial clearance depends on the health of the economy. And we are told that the economy is not healthy now. So essentially, when it is done, I'm very sure they will give financial clearance.
Very well. Yes. Honorable Mustafa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to find out from the minister when the investigation will be